We're here live at Forget About Dre. Shout out to the Starter Pod Presents for letting us be crazy humans. Wow. We don't deserve you. But you're probably wondering, folks, why do we have a half-naked man in the studio? But I'm just going to start it right off here and say this. Our good friend. This is our good friend, James Buster.
James Buster.
James!
The reason I've got no clothes on is because as entertainers, we have nothing on.
Oh.
So that's literally it. Yeah, we're stripped bare of gigs at the moment. So I thought, why not? Whatever gets the people in. I mean, you're either going to get more watchers or you'll get less watchers. It depends. It depends what happens, really. I mean, it all ties in with the juggling as well. So
Yes,
it's
absolutely.
yeah.
So if you're just joining us, folks, James is an astounding juggler and he's a comedic juggler as well. He's a very funny man. But you also have several world records. Would you like to please tell us a bit about
World
that?
records.
I'm so interested.
So I went for like the world records, which are the stupidest ones, because I stopped like practicing juggling like years ago because I wanted to have a social life. So basically, my world records are like the most cans kicked over in 10 seconds with a bare foot. The most animal noises guessed in a minute.
That's a good one.
What was the other one? Oh, the longest time juggling on a pogo stick. So that was that's a real
that's
one.
actually really hard.
I used to hold the
God.
record for the most people hugged in a minute.
Serious?
But I mean, they're not going to be able to break, like
Yeah,
with
you can't do
COVID,
that
you
now.
can't break that now.
No.
So
Who
it
comes
could be
up with
like-
these world records?
I don't know. It wasn't me. I
Oh, you
wish
get
it
a
was
list
me.
to
but-
choose from?
Yeah, it's just on. There's a website called Record Setter where you can kind
Right.
of set world records.
Okay.
Because
I'm gonna
there's
go
still
kick some
world records.
cans.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah, let's try and beat that record.
I just
That's
think
doable.
different outlook on life all the time and just do weird and wacky things. Why not?
Love it.
Now, you've been creating some pretty amazing content during COVID. We've got the Apple one. Tell us a bit about the Apple one. And then also the one that ties in with your current situation, which is very nude.
With no clothes.
Please tell us about these.
There's got to be a reason.
Yeah.
There's a reason for everything, I think. But it's, so I started making, when COVID first hit, I was like, what can I do to bring the community together of circus performers and entertainers and everything like that? So I put a shout out online about, let's do a video where we just throw an apple around the world, because an apple a day keeps a doctor away. And we're like, let's throw an apple around the world and see how many countries we can get to and how many people. It ends up that I thought it would be a small project, but it became massive. So the first video was 15 minutes long, and it had 104 people from like 8 different countries in it.
Wow.
And then I had to do a part 2 because the
Yeah,
group on
to try and
Facebook
get everyone
became
in,
massive.
yeah.
And so the part 2 was like 144 people from like 14 countries.
Oh, my goodness.
So it was huge. But I mean, it was good for morale and for like mentally for performers, because we obviously didn't have the drive to create and to push ourselves at that time, because we had no one to sell ourselves to in terms of gigs like we normally did, and
Yes,
no
of
shows
course.
to do. So it kind of got people creating and going, what can I do with this apple? And how can I make it interesting and entertaining? And then from that, I suddenly had this random wacky idea that we'd been stripped bare of gigs and we had nothing on. And so I put a post on Facebook and I was like, would anyone get naked and like film a video about how we have nothing on and how, like, because the arts are important and we need to have something on. So would anyone do it? And I thought no one. And there was about 20 responses. So then we started doing these stripped bare videos about the fact that we don't have anything on and that we want to have something on again. And so we did one which was probably the best one that Facebook actually deleted because there was too much nudity.
Oh, too many boobies.
Which will be this show as well. After.
Yeah, mate, you should have asked us.
But the second one was like a cooking one where it was all the ingredients that we needed to have a show on again. So like blood, sweat and tears and
Yep.
fuck ups, I can say that, and
Yes,
stuff
you
like
can.
that. And
Quite
there
poignant.
was just, like all things that we actually needed, like costume and just self-esteem and a bit of pride beaten up and things like that.
Yeah.
And then the end result was it went into the oven, and in the oven was the audience, and it was like the most important ingredient is you, and that was to the audience. So, but Facebook deleted it because apparently it was classed as nudity.
Oh,
But
thanks, Facebook.
everything was censored and everything. So it was like it got to 15,000 views in like half a day. And then they
Wow.
went delete, and I was like, oh, thanks.
Oh,
It was a
all
good
that
message
hard
out there
work.
and
It was
everything
a
like
good
that. So
message. Yeah. Oh, well, you've been busy.
I have.
No, it's amazing. You're
Putting
spreading
like
a really good
apples and
message.
stuff over people's bits.
Censoring
and-
everyone's vaginas. Someone's got to do it. Do they send the footage to you already censored, or did you need to censor it?
No, some of it I had to censor.
Okay.
But it depends. It depends. We're all quite close now in the
I
group of
bet.
people who create the videos, but it's all done respectfully with tape
Yes.
and things like
Oh,
that.
that's nice.
So and sometimes the guy has to do like a what do you call it? Man.
A tuck?
Yeah, like a
Yeah.
man.
Oh, like the
Yeah.
A
it puts
mangina?
the
Mangina,
lotion.
that's
It
it,
puts
yeah.
the lotion on the skin. It does
Yeah.
what it's told. Yeah.
See, not only is this show entertaining, but it's also educational now as well.
Yeah,
So-
that's,
Absolutely.
Silence of the Lambs. You know what I want to know is you obviously fucking hilarious, and you juggle as well. When did the two meet?
I don't know. They didn't really go on a date.
No.
It was like
Were you like, oh,
Let's
you know
start
what,
with
comedy
balls.
sucks.
comedy
I'm
and
just gonna
juggling come
chuck
together
things
and
in
go
the
like-
air.
It was when so really quickly. It's like when I was at school, I got bullied because I was a juggler, and it was things like that. And then
Juggling
I
in school.
used to. Yeah, and juggling now is cool kind of thing, but at school it was something that people could pick on me for, and I was like, why are they laughing at me? And I didn't like it. But then now my job is to go on stage, and if people don't laugh, I'm not doing my job.
Right.
So it's the opposite, but it just kind of tied in, because honestly I think that juggling is a great skill, and it's a very talented skill, but to make anything entertaining, same as whether you're doing music or singing or anything like that, you have to have the interactive bits with the audience in between
Yes.
to make it entertaining. If you just sit in the corner of a pub and just kind of play music, then it's boring. But if you start getting interactive with the audience, that's what makes it interesting. So that's where the comedy came from. Was and also, like, if you drop as a juggler, you need to have a way of making it seem like it was part of your show.
Yeah, we should be comedic
Yeah.
singers. Although
Yeah.
maybe after tonight we have already become that.
100%. Speaking of interacting too, we love to be interactive as well, and we love to have our viewers send us questions for you and for
Yeah.
us as well too. So if you've got questions for James, please pop
Yes.
them onto the comment section
Please
of
do.
our page.
We want to hear from you.
definitely.
Yes.
And if you want to send me clothes, then you can as well. So it's really cold here, not even in England, but
Please
it's cold.
I
donate.
know, we tried to get a heater, man, but it just wasn't going to work.
Oh, and James, you've also been on. You're a finalist. Well, you were a finalist for Australia's Got Talent. How long were you juggling for before you went on the show? And when was this?
I started juggling when I was 11, so I just moved to Australia from England, and I
Oh.
still haven't lost the accent. I don't know why.
What part
I've been
of
here-
England?
Newcastle. So I'm actually a Geordie.
Yay!
But somehow I picked up this international accent that makes no sense to me. I kind of think that I'm adopted, which is funny because Mum's on the chat. So-
Hi, Mum.
Hi, Mama. Mama, I never said that before, Mama. So, you know what? The voices in my head may not be real, but they have some good ideas sometimes. So, yeah. So, what was the question? I forgot now. I'm like the pure example of why you don't mix Red Bull with Ritalin.
I thought that would cancel it out.
Oh yeah, yeah.
It's science, bitch. Anyway, I was just asking about your experience on Australia's Got Talent.
Yeah, no, Australia's Got Talent was a great experience. I did it when I was 2009, so it was kind of just after I left circus school, because I trained at Flying Fruit Fly Circus School in Albury,
Yes.
Wodonga.
Yep.
And then, yeah, and then I went on Australia's Got Talent, and it was a good kind of launching pad and stuff like that. Like, as a
Yes.
younger person, it's nice when people go, oh, I saw you on Australia's Got Talent.
Yeah, absolutely.
And it was nice to do it when it existed. So that
Yeah.
was good. So I think it might be back now, but I'm
I
not
think
sure.
It's coming
So,
back. Yes. Yeah. Which will be great.
Yeah,
More
but-
jugglers.
Speaking of talent, our viewers are probably wondering, okay, who the hell is this guy? We want to see him juggle. I want to see you juggle. I am
Yeah.
absolutely excited and busting to see this. So we're going to take a break.
Yeah.
And we're going to come back, and James is going to juggle for us. I want you to follow and share the Starter Pod Presents,
Yes,
the page in which
please.
you're watching this beautiful show. I hope you're enjoying it. We will be back. Peace.
Hey now. All right, James Buster, our world-renowned variety comic and expert juggler, sticking around here, and he's about to show us a few little tricks.
show you my balls. There we go.
Oh, yes.
Get my balls out.
Okay, here we go. We're going
Here
to
we
get
go.
some juggling.
We're going to juggle this as well. How's this going to work? All right,
Okay,
I'll
all
go,
right.
I'll go like that. That should work. Okay,
Yep.
This is normal juggling.
Hey!
This is normal juggling. See, okay, there we go.
Yeah.
That's normal juggling. God, please don't play that music.
Oh, what music would
Do
you
know what?
prefer?
That's the music when gladiators walked into the arena to
Oh.
die.
Something very dramatic.
Somehow we got tied into circus. I don't know how, but that's all right.
All right, that was normal
Educational
juggling.
and entertaining. That was normal juggling.
I love how the balls are the same color as the show, by the way. I
Yes.
love that
Okay.
from a branding perspective.
Okay,
Brilliant.
let's try something different.
We brought you just
Yeah.
a couple of things in today. We just thought we'd bring a couple of things in.
All right. So let's do.
A continental cucumber.
Yeah, let's do a
banana.
balanced diet. A
Banana.
balanced diet. There we go.
And
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, so we've got 2 bananas and a continental cucumber.
Can he do it?
Can he do it, folks?
It's
Here we
like
go.
James
I think we should
the
add a
juggler.
fourth in
Can
there.
he do it, James the juggler? Yes, he can. I think that's copyright, but that's all right. Here we go, juggling.
Okay.
Oh, whoa,
Oh,
okay. This
all
is a
right.
bit confusing.
Oh,
actually.
yeah. Lots of different shapes.
That's good.
Ooh.
Okay.
Don't let them get too close to your mouth, James.
Oh, all
Hey!
It's all right. It's all part of the show, see. There we go. That's
That
all
banana
right.
had a purpose.
I slipped on it, so that's there.
Boys, are we getting James in full on camera? Does he need to move to the left or the right? We're getting full? Yeah.
Nice.
Okay. Good.
Wait.
Okay. Let's
Hey,
go.
What
on.
else we got? What else
We've got some hot chorizo.
Packaged, of course. Yes. Very COVID approved.
Yeah, and we've got a what's that called?
An eggplant.
Isn't that tangerine? Is that what
It's
called?
an eggplant.
Tangerine.
No.
Tangerine's like an orange.
Oh no!
the
Wait.
eggplant
It's got another
emoji.
aubergine.
Oh yeah, aubergine.
Aubergine.
Sorry,
It's the
tangerine. aubergine.
eggplant
The next
emoji.
vegetable we
Tomato,
have
tomato.
is
That's something we found. Oh, it's got a sucker on the bottom.
Of course, it's just easy for.
I have to get it
Please
off.
do that again. Please do
Gotta
that
get it
again.
off.
That's
My
one of-
mum's watching this. All right.
Not anymore,
That's
man.
one of the props we found today,
Apparently
just for
this is
you.
called an aubergine in the UK. Not that.
Aubergine.
Sorry, this is called. So,
That's called a soccer player. That's called any Man United soccer
okay,
player.
all right. This is
Oh.
the first. This is the first. All right.
All right.
Oh,
Okay,
shit.
ladies and gentlemen, if you're just
Oh,
joining us, we've
God.
got James Buster about to juggle a dildo
Is that life size? I don't know.
and an aubergine and a spicy chorizo.
Yes, packaged salami, COVID
I mean, the
approved.
thing is, if you mix these two together, it would probably hurt. So,
Oh, I love it.
was that your English accent?
That's my terrible.
Better than mine. All right, here we go. All right.
All right, here we go.
Okay, here we go.
Aubergine, chorizo, and dildo time. Oh, she's a bit. Oh, yeah.
Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god!
No, it's all right. It's all right. It's fine.
Yeah.
You almost
Nearly got it.
got
nearly
it
got
in there.
Yeah, okay. What
That
else?
was outstanding.
Let's see if we can do.
Oh, okay. Do you want to take the headphones off? That might make it easier for you.
All right.
All right, he's ready.
Here we go. Here we go.
Okay.
We got
Oh, yeah.
4 balls
If
and
anyone
a,
wants to hire a juggler, then please call me.
yes. You know, he's got some great
I'd love to have
recommendations.
something on.
Clothes are optional, though, you know.
Okay, 4 balls and a cock.
Oh, gosh.
That's one very lucky.
Yeah.
Did we see that DVD
That's a eunuch
today?
and a well-endowed black man.
I think we saw that DVD today on the shelf. 4 balls, 1 dick.
Oh my god.
Oh, Lord.
Oh!
And I thought
right.
I'd just add the mic in as well.
Yeah. It's good to just
Sorry,
throw it
Mike.
around.
Didn't mean to hurt
That'd
you.
be 2 black things.
It's just so
We're
much.
pretty close to a pornography studio in here, guys.
No, we're actually close to a cooking show right now. That's
Put him
it.
in there. Oh, it's beautiful.
Oh, mate, James, you're such a cockhead.
I just can't believe it gets stuck on the bench all the
Oh my
time.
god.
Right, that officially goes
Okay.
into the weirdest thing.
Yes, folks, if you're just joining us, yes, you just saw that, and now we're going to open it up for some questions.
We're going to go
We
questions.
want to hear from you,
guys.
folks.
Can we scroll down on that screen, please? We've got some viewer
Yeah,
questions.
We do.
Scroll up or down? I've got
Hold on. I got it.
Yep,
Oh, here we
keep going.
go. One from
Keep
Lulu.
going. All right.
Is Lulu's there?
This is this is deep.
It's a
All right,
good
we're
one.
going to go deep.
Here we go.
This is from Lulu Lehman. James, what would be your advice to our kiddies getting bullied for things that be different in their world?
Yes.
My advice is that be different. I mean, it might be a negative thing in your first kind of couple of years at school or things like that, but being different is better than being normal. So I think that kind of sums it up. Keep doing what you're doing. Be different. Don't follow, what is it called? Like, don't follow the sheep.
Oh, yeah,
but actually just be
absolutely.
yourself and you will go a long way. Pretty much everyone that I went to school with who was a bully and things like that, to most of it, they're kind of in normal jobs and not really enjoying themselves. Whereas I had a dream and I followed it and my parents let me. So keep following your
And here
dreams,
you are
and
now.
keep being weird. And then one day
made
you'll
it.
end up here.
Oh no.
Okay,
you're
we've got a
amazing.
we've got a
You're
question from
amazing.
Kevin Mendoza. All right, it's a
Hi,
long one.
Kevin.
How do you juggle your craft and the business side of having a creative life? I.e., do you manage it solo or with a manager/agency? And his other part to his question is, what's your advice to the next generation wanting to pursue circus arts as a career?
Wow.
Fantastic.
Okay.
Thank
all
you,
right.
Kevin.
First of all, okay, so how do you juggle your craft and business side of creative
Yes.
life? I just try and be active all the time, and I try and push myself and drive myself. So I do have management in terms of cruise lines and things like that, but in terms of the stuff that I do on land, I go out and find it all myself, whether it be doing random TV commercials or whether it be doing a festival. I'm always trying to think outside the box, so I do a bunch of stuff with companies as well, where I kind of do their promo videos and stuff at home, utilizing juggling into it and things like
Amazing.
that. So I try and always think outside the box. So that's the answer to that. And then the second part of the question was, what would you
What's your advice to the next
Advice.
generation wanting to pursue circus as a career?
to do it? I mean, I started off in circus just because juggling was a hobby, and then suddenly I started getting gigs and I started doing street performing and things like that, and that made me kind of, it was always a hobby. It was a hobby. I wanted to be a bartender. That was my dream job. I wanted to be a bartender and be like Tom Cruise and all that.
Cocktail.
Yeah.
Aruba,
And then-
Jamaica.
And then I suddenly started kind of getting offered more gigs
Yeah.
than I was, and then it was more money to kind of go out and do a show than
For
it was
sure.
to work at the bar and things. And so
Yep.
then I went and worked on the street. And I think the thing is about entertainment in the general is it doesn't happen. It's not, if it's handed to you on a platter, it's different, but it doesn't happen like that. It's like you have to put the hard yards into it. And the more that you put yourself out there and the more that you push and drive yourself, then the better that you'll become. So I never thought this would be a job, and now it is, and I've never really had a normal job in my life.
Yeah, man.
I'd
Do
like
that
one
shit.
back. I'd like one back.
Or at least
of
one
the
that
two.
pays for clothes.
One of the two, yeah. We'll take whatever we can get.
We've got one more question. We've only got time for one more question, unfortunately. What's the worst? I think that's meant to be worst. Or the most amount of things you can juggle. Oh, no,
Oh, no,
actually.
most, yeah.
What's the most amount of things you can juggle?
Right, the most amount of things I can juggle is 7. But I'm 6'3", and this is about an 8-foot
Yes.
roof.
We
So
can't,
you need
we can't show
height.
you off in here.
We'll
Can we
see.
show
We'll
off
see.
7?
We'll-
Oh, shit. Here we go.
I
Rory, this was your question. You asked for this.
I haven't
if
warmed
things
up.
break in here, it's
What
your
if you
fault.
get on your knees? Sorry.
I haven't
Sorry.
been asked that in like 2 months, but thanks. Okay.
We'll pay you. Sorry.
All right, this is a first. James Buster juggling 7 balls.
All right. 7.
7 balls. That's a
9.
that's a party.
Hey! Show you, baby.
That's a Saturday night.
Let's have a look.
All right, guys. Here we go.
But that's all right. Hang on.
Okay.
Let's see if it.
Oh my God.
Wow.
Yo!
Keep going.
Are
He's
you
got
okay?
it.
Fine. Okay, here we go.
Here we go.
Let's try again. 7.
Yeah!
There we go.
I'll take that.
Low roof and all. Low roof and
That
all.
was perfect.
Guys, please thank James Buster.
Thank you so much,
No
James.
worries, you're welcome. Thanks
Yes.
for having me on, and thanks for letting me have something on without having anything on.
So people can find you at James Buster on Instagram.
Yeah, or at the therapist after this, probably. James Buster on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, and all that.
Have you got a show coming up that you want to promote?
No, I don't have any shows coming up. So if you want to book me for a show,
Hey,
you can.
there you go.
So,
There's an angle.
Although those clips that you've been making at home are very entertaining and they have a wonderful message, so please hop onto those social media platforms and like and support this wonderful artist. Thank you for joining
give it up
us.
at James Buster, guys. You want to stick around for our next guests. They are the combination of 2 musical heavyweights, a classical concert pianist and a prestigious Australian Independent Music Award winner, a
Ew,
DJ
ew,
Producer
ew.
of the Year, coming up after this break.